हेलो गाइस, आज हम लोग करने वाले हैं बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस क्लास 11th केमिस्ट्री चैप्टर 1 मोलैरिटी एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला स्टोइकियोमेट्री एंड एन नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स। लेट्स स्टार्ट। ओके, तो क्वेश्चंस आप सभी के सामने हैं। व्हाट इज द सिंपलेस्ट फार्मूला ऑफ द कंपाउंड विच हैज़ द फॉलोइंग परसेंटेज कॉम्पोजिशन? Carbon 80%, hydrogen 20%. If the molecular mass is 30, calculate its molecular formula. ओके, यानी कि हमारा एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला का क्वेश्चन है ये। इसमें बोले सिंपलेस्ट फार्मूला, यानी कि हमारे पास मॉलिकुलर फार्मूला ही होगा ऑफ द कंपाउंड। सिंपलेस्ट फार्मूला मीन्स एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला। सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में जब हम कोई भी फार्मूले को लिखते हैं तो वो होता है हमारा एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला। सिंपलेस्ट फार्मूला हमें क्या क्या निकालना है, सबसे पहले हम ये देख लेते हैं। तो देखिए, हमें निकालना क्या है। सबसे पहले हमारे पास दिया क्या हुआ है, कार्बन 80%, हाइड्रोजन 20% एंड मॉलिकुलर मास is the 30%, and we have to find the molecular formula as well as the empirical formula. See, always keep in mind while doing these type of questions that the percentage being given of any compound, any element always sum up to 100%. Yeah, carbon is 80 and hydrogen is 20, both sum up to 100%. That means we don't have any other element in this question. Sometimes in the question it is not given the element, but we have to just locate it in the question and find out the answer. That type of question will be the next question. Next to next question I will be doing it. So pause the video to do it yourself, then I will make you do it. Just keep in mind these 6 things. First of all, you have to make a table in which the first is element that is been given in the question, percentage is also given in the question, and sometimes you have to find atomic mass. We all know moles, it is the 3 formulas: weight upon molecular weight, given weight upon molecular weight, number of particles upon Na, that is the Avogadro number, and number of and volume in liters upon 22.4 liter. Okay, simplest ratio that we have to find, and simple whole number ratio that will give us the empirical form. Okay, now let's find out the empirical formula of this question. Element is given carbon, second is hydrogen. Carbon is given 80%, hydrogen is given 20%. Atomic mass of carbon is 12 and hydrogen is 1. If we divide the given percentage to the atomic mass, then we can get the moles. So 80 by 12, it gives us 8 point 72, 12 6.66, and here it will be 20. Now the smaller number of moles will be divided by both, and the smaller is this one. So this will be divided from both carbon and hydrogen moles. If divided here, it will give out us 1. If divided here, it will give us 3. Now the simple whole number ratio gives us 1 to 3. Now we get the empirical formula as C to 1 and H to 3. C1H3, which can also be written as CH3. So we have found out the empirical formula. Okay, now we have to find the molecular formula. We know that molecular formula equals to empirical formula into 2, empirical formula into 2 into n. We know that molecular formula equals to empirical formula into n, and here n is the molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. N equals to molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. Okay, this is it. Pause the video to note it down, and let's get to the second step. The next step is to find n, and we know that n equals to molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. Let's find empirical formula mass. CH3, C means 12, number of atoms 1, plus H means 1 into number of atoms 3. It equals 12 plus 3, that is 15 grams. It is the empirical formula mass. Molecular mass we have given. What is the molecular mass? It is 30. So let's find n. N equals to molecular mass, that is 30, by empirical formula mass, that is 15, which gives us out to be n equals to 2. We got n. Now what is the formula to find molecular formula? Empirical formula into n. We have the empirical formula as CH3. Let's write molecular formula as empirical formula. Let's write as CH3 into n. N is 2, which gives out to be C2H6. It is the molecular formula. We got both the questions. Pause the video to note it down. A compound gives the following analysis: carbon 54.54%, hydrogen 9.09%, and vapor density of the compound is 88. What is the molecular formula of the compound? So we are given with carbon 54.54, hydrogen 9.09%, and vapor density 88. Oxygen, why is nothing written in oxygen, and why oxygen is written? Is oxygen there in the question? No. Then what is there in the solution to be given as? And to find molecular formula? Oxygen. I told you in the previous question that the sum of the elements comes out to be 100%. Let's see whether it is 100% or not. 54.54 plus 9.09. It is something like 63.63%, and the rest is 36.37. Means we still have left something, and we know that if vapor density is given, then there must have been oxygen. So oxygen is how much? 36.37%. Do the question yourself by putting all the values and putting all the formulas that you have learned till now from the first question as well as in the previous videos from me. Find out the answer and just click on the subscribe button and like it and share the video to everyone. Comment the answer to my video.